guys, it's another episode of Love, Sex, Lies, and Reality Talks. Today, it's all about the things you should stop doing when you are dating. Dating is a vetting and sorting game, like I've shared with you from my book on Becoming Restored. But reason why most people don't see dating as a vetting and sorting game is because of unhealed emotional wounds and trauma that kind of camouflage and make them seek for things that they are fantasizing about, the ideal partner, the rescuer, the savior, but no one can truly save you outside of yourself. So today I'm diving right into things that you should stop doing when you're dating. Number one, stop looking for someone who looks like your caregiver, either your father or your mother. The reason I'm saying that is when you tend to look for people who remind you of a parental role, what you're doing is trying to reenact that scenario, those experiences in your relationship. My father used to take care of me. My father did this. My father did that. My mother did this. My mother did that. And you're looking for that in a partner. Reality is the partner cannot do those things for you because they are not the parents or the caregivers that you had prior. The experience with your caregiver is supposed to help you discover the things that you will do for yourself, how to meet your own needs, how to maneuver your own life, how to navigate the murky waters when you're going through. But the partner cannot be a replica of what you grew up with because the partner is not that person and will never be that person and did not even go through that experience with you. So your experience are yours to own. Your journey is yours to own. You have to learn the lessons from each experience and take them on. The second thing is stop expecting your partner, if you're doing this, to be the ATM for you. When you're looking for a partner to meet your financial needs, you're going to forget about yourself. And I'm saying this because I literally coached someone this week on this topic. And what you tend to do is you may be the one who is financially sustaining the relationship, or you may be the one who is seeking to gain financial help in the relationship. What happens is you will become codependent on the person, and you're also creating transactional relationship. What if that person stops meeting the financial needs? You will come to say, you know what? They don't love me. And love is not dependent on things. Love is about the action to connect, the action to support, the action to be a reflection of who you are. And if your partner is not reflecting who you are, then you may need to take a look at yourself and say, what did I get into? Why am I creating this transaction? Another thing you have to be cognizant about when it comes to depending on a partner is what happens if that partner dies. And I'm not wishing anybody bad luck, but I'm also a coach that supports grief, people going through grief when they lose a partner. And what you discover is that the weight comes back on you to remind you of the things that you've not done in your life yet. You start to wonder, where do you start financially? How do you bounce back? And it's going to be a difficult challenge because if you're getting everything from that person, you have become dependent on them. And it's the codependency that you formed has made you lose yourself in the process. And so what you tend to do in that moment is to try to start seeking for shortcuts to meet those needs. And you may start engaging in activities that are not healthy for you. And so one of the things you have to learn is that when you create a codependency on someone for finances, you also you not only lose yourself, but you lose the ability to learn to master how to manage your own finances and how to navigate the waters financially in life. And so what happens is when that is gone, you're back to ground zero. And ground zero can be very painful. And when you get back to ground zero, you may not even know how to pick yourself up. You may become stuck, and you don't want to become stuck in life. The third thing is to stop seeking partners based on fantasies and illusions. And I'm saying that because a lot of us create this persona of what we're looking for in a partner. And when you create a persona, you may create something unrealistic that makes you set unrealistic expectations. And what happens when you set unrealistic expectations and they're not met? You become disappointed. And I shared that last week on disappointments and expectations. So you realize that disappointments teach you that you've been ignoring yourself, you've been self-sabotaging, you've been dependent on somebody else, and you have to now come back home to yourself and start doing the work in your own life to reconnect with your true self. The last thing is this: don't seek a partner when you're unhealed. Yeah, I mean that one, seriously. I've been there myself. I've had to learn the hard way, the hard lessons of life. We all get knocked on in life, and so you have to look at it. Don't seek for a relationship when you're unhealed. What you tend to do is to trauma bond. You trauma bond with other people, and they trauma dump on you. And so when they trauma dump, you go into the sympathetic mode instead of the empathetic mode. Empathy is in relations to how to understand people's emotions so you can better relate with them, as well as understanding your own emotions. But when you're trauma bonding and they trauma dump on you, they share all the bad experiences, and you find a common ground, right? You find a common ground of, oh, this has happened to you before. And so you start to relate on that level. But what you've done is to trauma bond. As they are trauma dumping, you're trauma bonding because you see the common grounds in your trauma or in your emotional pain that you suffered from. And you start building a relationship on that. And what that creates is a toxic relationship, not a healthy one. Because what happens is you start having conflicts, and your conflicts are mostly based on the trauma than on the relationship. One of the best things to do when you're single and you're looking to date is to be friends. Don't think about it as something else. Just think about it as friendship. Think about it as friendship that you can build on, because it's a vetting and sorting game. You're vetting that partner based on your core values. You're vetting that partner based on your requirements. You're vetting that partner based on how you're meeting your needs and how they can complement and support you in those areas. And you do the same for them. So one of the things you want to do is be friends. Friends know more about themselves than when you're dating and people are packaging. The more you know about somebody, the more you're able to discern and vet them as either this is a bucket of friendship. It's not going to be us moving into a committed relationship. This is just friendship. And if you're looking with friends with benefits, that's not even healthy for you as well. That's a transactional relationship. I can get from you as long as you're giving me what I need. And when you stop giving me, it means I can go somewhere else and find it. What you want to do is be friends. You know more when you're in friendship. No emotional attachment. No emotional attachment. You're friends and you're able to relate. You're able to understand each other. You're able to navigate the waters. You're able to freely talk and be yourself without having to lose yourself or have somebody control or become obsessed over you. So when you do that for yourself, you allow yourself to really see if this person is worth committing, moving into a commitment stage with, or if this friendship is going to stop here. And when you start doing that to yourself, you really allow yourself to see that you meet your needs, they support you. They may give you advice based on where they're operating from, but sometimes the advice is not what you need. What you need is the reality, the truth that will liberate you, not the lies or the stories that really massage your ego and keep you in a place of pain. You want to be pain-free. You want to be emotionally healthy and mature and intelligent enough to build up with someone. As friends, you have conversations and you can see how you can relate when it comes to resolving issues. As friends, you can relate in a way where you can see the bigger picture. As friends, you can see how they're also managing their finances if it's a financial thing. As friends, you can see how they're overcoming obstacles. As friends, you can see a lot of things that you will not see when you're in a relationship, because we've been taught romance that really clouds our judgment, and romance is not a relationship. It's all about fantasy and illusions. So if you're looking to build healthy as a single person, I encourage you to take the time to take a break from connecting with people and hoping that they will be your caregivers or rescuer or fixer. When you fix people, it shows that you're trying to perfect your life, but life is not about perfection. And it also shows how you've been traumatized as a child to always try to fix a situation. Nobody needs to be fixed. Everybody needs to find themselves and love themselves and know who they are and own their truth, and let the truth liberate them. Let the truth set you free. When you're free, you're peaceful. When you're free, you're able to be yourself. When you're free, you can meet your own needs. When you're free, you know yourself, you understand yourself, and you know that you are enough. And so today, that's my challenge for you, to take a look at where you are and make sure that you're not connecting with people based on you trying to replicate the life of a caregiver. You're trying to look for an ATM to solve your financial problems. That financial problem will continue to be there if you don't take action to resolve it on your own. Stop trauma bonding or trauma dumping with people. Stop seeking a partner to meet your needs. Meet your own needs, and understand that you don't need to set unrealistic expectations that lead to disappointments. Be your own person and be enough for you. When you're enough for you and you have all the peace in your life, the partner who is a reflection of you will be attracted to you. Be who you want to love. Be that love first, and then that person can be the love for you, because they see you as you are. When you go outside of who you are, you accept less than who you are, you settle, and what you accept is a reflection of yourself. And so we are who we accept and what we allow, and so everything that you continue to allow will continue to happen. But if you change your mindset, you change your life, you change your narrative, you will attract better to yourself as you become better and become the best version of yourself while still living and breathing. Remember to never stop loving while living. When you stop loving, you stop living. When you stop living, it means it's time to go back to the maker. But while you're still here, do the work in your own space and know that you are the love that you would attract when you become your true, authentic self. Take good care. Talk soon. God bless. Bye.